What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Thunderbite29 here, and yep, I am back today with another video. And I did not think I was going to be making another video talking about Battlefield 2042. I was kind of hoping that the documentary was going to be my last video I'd make on it. But today, we got a lot more news to talk about. And I'll tell you, it's just getting worse for 2042, as now they're facing lots of troubles with low player counts and now petitions demanding refunds. But first, let's talk about the new record low in player counts. It has now recorded that there were under 2,000 people playing Battlefield 2042. And this happened yesterday as well. It recorded 1,800 people playing, but this morning it had 1,700. I mean, if you watch my documentary, you would notice that 1 month ago it had under 7,000 players, and now today it's now getting record lows as under 2,000 players. I mean, this is just embarrassing for Battlefield 2042. I can't believe how much worse that this game is getting. I was hoping that it was going to get better, but now, after all this, there's no way they're going to recover from this. I mean, within December and January, they haven't even gained players. They're just constantly losing players. I mean, look at this. It lost almost 61% of players within the months of December and January. I mean, think about it. It started with 100,000 players at an all-time peak, and now within 24 hours, it has under 3,000 people playing it, with the minimum of being 1,700 players, which is, oh my gosh, it's so bad. I mean, let's look at Battlefield 5's. It had 25,000 players within a 24-hour peak versus 2,000. Like, this is so embarrassing, especially for a game that came out 4 years ago. Even a peak from 1 hour ago is doing better than Battlefield 2042's. Like, look at that. Within a 24-hour peak, Battlefield 5 had almost 9.5 times more players than Battlefield 2042 had. I can continue going on. Battlefield 1, look at this. Almost 9,000 players within a 24-hour peak. Even Farming Simulator. And this game came out a couple years ago. Battlefield 1 came out almost 6 years ago. And these games that came out years ago are just outperforming 2042. And this game only just came out a few months ago. Like, this is so embarrassing. This has to be a giant punch in the face to the developers of this game. But wait, as I had mentioned at the beginning, this is just the beginning. It gets worse. This article that was written about last week, written by Joseph Kim. A news about Battlefield 2042 seems to go from bad to worse. If players aren't complaining about the lack of features, it's bugs and performance issues. And now it appears that things have got so bad, a change.org petition has fans demanding refunds. What is clear is that the narrative around the game is all negative, and that has meant Battlefield 2042 has hemorrhaged players since launch. The issue of a low player count has created a problem of its own, as would-be players are now claiming they can't even find a populated server. Nobody is playing Battlefield 2042, kind of. Battlefield 2042 has now reached a player base that is so minimal that players in some regions simply can't find a game to play in, meaning that they can't enjoy the game even if they try. Users on Reddit are beginning to notice that player numbers are dwindling to such a degree that they're struggling to play at all. One person has posted to the Battlefield 2042 subreddit to claim that they can't even find multiplayer games in South Africa as a result of the lack of players in the region. Oof! Quote, "The game is such a state that some players can hold an entire region hostage," end quote. The post reads, quote, "For about the week or so, the only way to get a game in South Africa is to browse for games in Portal. It's pretty much first come, first serve," end quote. And to all the people mentioning the petition, It is officially real, and it has over 200,000 signatures of people demanding refunds. And 5 days ago, it had 150,000 signatures. This petition is slowly growing and it's getting bigger. But let's read what the petition is stating. EA's release of Battlefield 2042 was a mockery of every customer who purchased this video game for $70 USD due to EA's false advertising. Battlefield 2042 has caused consumers millions of dollars in damages and upset thousands of customers worldwide. According to many consumer reports, EA and DICE did not keep many promises made at launch, and Battlefield 2042 was launched as unplayable. Even today, Battlefield 2042 has bugs that drastically change the in-game experience so much that it's deemed an unfinished release by many community members. In fact, 2042 is so poorly made that even Steam, a highly reputable provider for PC video games, allows customers to get a full refund, as I had mentioned before. Signing this petition will get you one step closer to getting a refund on Battlefield 2042. Suppose this petition reaches 50,000 signatures or more. In that case, I will reach out to some of the best class action lawyers in the country to evaluate a case against DICE and EA. Holy shit. Signing this petition is an equivalent of saying, I wish I got a refund of this game. Please sign this petition if you feel you deserve a refund for Battlefield 2042. The gaming community should not tolerate this abuse and bullying from multi-billion-dollar corporations who make unfinished games and false advertisements. Damn. I don't know what else to say about this, but if anyone wants to sign this petition demanding for a refund, I will definitely put this link in the description below. And the last thing to talk about, I mean, look at this. As I had mentioned, it's now got 200,000 signatures, and now Battlefield 2042 now has less than half the players of Battlefield 1. And now 2 days ago, gamers are now threatening EA and DICE with class action over unplayable Battlefield 2042. Like, holy shit, this is getting intense. It's gotten so bad that now players are calling this false advertisement, and now they're threatening them with class action lawsuits. Like, this is crazy. I mean, does anyone know a game that has done so bad that they had to now start threatening them with lawsuits or threaten them with petitions to demand refunds? I have never recalled this happening to a Battlefield game. Battlefield was the kind of franchise that never let players down or never anger a community this much that they would respond like this. Like, Battlefield 2042 has done so much damage, they definitely can never recover from this. It's now possible. Players on all different platforms could start getting refunds like the players on Steam are getting. But officially as of now, PlayStation and Xbox have not officially given a statement of if they're going to give refunds or not, but still. This is just a giant shocker. I mean, I was having hope for this game, like I was hoping it would make a comeback, but as of now, there's literally no hope. This game has been is now a lost cause. Someone basically just nailed the casket shut. There's nothing can be done to save this game now. So many people are pissed off at it. Now you have 200,000 people demanding refunds, and now you have some people even going as far as threatening them with lawsuits. Like, holy shit. And this has definitely got to be the biggest disaster in modern gaming history. This has to be the worst first-person shooter game ever made. Especially if you're being dominated by games that came out years ago. Even as Farming Simulator, or Battlefield 1, or Battlefield 5. If you're being dominated by all three of those games that came out years ago, then you've made a really bad game. This is definitely a big giant punch in the face to DICE and EA. And this is just a massive damage that they may never recover. But anyways, guys, what do you think about all this? Tell me in the comments. Like this video and subscribe. And thank you all so much for watching, and thank you all for the great support. And thank you all so much for 3,600 subscribers, as we are now just 400 subscribers away from our next milestone, 4,000 subscribers. I love y'all to death, and thank y'all so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more content. And I'm hoping that I don't have to make another video on this. But until next time, I will see you all in the next video. And this is Thunderbite29, signing off.